UFC 298, Alexander Volkanovski versus Ilia Topuria. We're going to break down the entire card. I'm going to give you the early predictions. If you guys enjoyed this content, getting it early, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all of you. And now let's go and break down this entire card. First fight, we have Rinya, Nakamura, and Carlos Vera. So, for those of you who don't know, Rinya Nakamura is a wrestler. Is a very high-level wrestler. I think he won the gold in the Olympics. I might be wrong, but if you guys haven't seen him fight, like, his style is electric. And not only is he a good wrestler, though, he's also a very good striker, okay? Now, he's taking on Carlos Vera, who's already 36 years old. And Carlos Vera, his style is like, he's like a jiu-jitsu guy. He has a very good submission game. But Rinya Nakamura, he's on a whole nother level. Like, when you see how he fought, not only in the road to the UFC, but the UFC itself, like, you really see how good he is. And when you look at Carlos Vera, he lost by submission. He has a decision loss. He's good. I'm not saying he's not. Like, he got a unanimous decision, but with Brett Katona, for example. But he also got submitted in the past. Now, the way I see it, I see Rinya Nakamura knocking him out, probably TKO, ground and pound, just because he can't. If he takes him, if it stands up, like, Rinya has the better striking. And Rinya's probably going to take it down because he's a phenomenal wrestler. And then he's just going to ground and pound. He's not going to try to play with him in any way. So Rinya is the pick. Next fight, we got Amanda Lemos and Mackenzie Dern. I put big money on Dern in her last fight against Andrea. And I was so disappointed. She changed camps or some shit, and she just looked terrible. Zero IQ. She looked terrible. I just can't put my money on her. I can't be dealing with inconsistent fighters, and she's always like talking about her divorce and all that. I'm picking Amanda Lemos. I think that she's gonna knock her the fuck out just like Andrade did. Amanda Lemos, she has strong hands. She has heavy hands. She can knock out people. She can knock out Dern, who already been knocked out. And like, her ability to take people down, like, is not there. She couldn't take Andrade down. She got knocked out. She's not consistent. I hate fighters like that. And Amanda Lemos, she has good record. She just, she fight for the championship against Zhang, and like, Zhang just, ground and pounded her for 5 rounds. But when it was standing, it was a problem for Zhang. So I'm picking Amanda Lemos, probably by knockout, and that's it. I just can't put my money on Dern anymore. Next fight, we got Josh Quinlan and left hand to God, Donnie Barlow. This is going to be an interesting fight. When you look at both are strikers, okay? Both are strikers, but man, Donnie Barlow, if you guys haven't seen him on Contender, he fought Raheem Forrest and he just knocked him the fuck out. That's why they call him left hand to God. That's his nickname. Listen, both are strikers. Trey Waters was never finished. But, there's always a first time. Like, he lost. Sorry, I'm saying Trey Waters. He lost to Trey Waters. Josh Quinlan was never finished. You can see that most of his wins are coming by knockout. But, man, I just think Donnie Barlow is on another level. This is going to be a very competitive fight. Both are good strikers. But I'm gonna give it to left hand to God, just because he has such a sick nickname. I'll give it to him. but I'm probably say I'm not gonna bet this fight, but I'm probably gonna pick him. Next fight, we got Tresean Gore and AJ Dobson. I'm not fully like impressed by any of them. You know, again, you got a striker, and you got like when you look at Tresean Gore record, he lost to Brundage, he lost unanimous decision to Brian Bell. He won against Friend, you know, with a guillotine choke, but Friend was never that good. And Dobson, like he lost to Armin Petrosian, he lost to Jacob Malkoun. He won against Tefon, however you say his last name. To be honest, I don't know what's gonna happen here. I'm gonna say that this fight will go the distance. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna pick any of the guys. I just know that, you know, Tresean Gore is tough. Both are tough. I'm saying it's gonna go the distance. I'm not picking a winner. That's my pick for this fight. Next card, we got Val Woodburn and Oban Elliott. So I've seen like when I don't know if you guys have seen Oban Elliott's fight. He fought on Contender against Kai Brito, and man, this guy has heart because he was losing the first round, but then he came back into it and he won. He went on a very heavy grappling, and he mixed the striking as well. And Val Woodburn, man, like people were actually expecting him to win against Bo Nickel, and Bo Nickel just knocked him the fuck out just first round. I'm not too excited about Val Woodburn. He came with an undefeated record, but you cannot compare the regional scene to the UFC. You just can't. Okay, you can't. Like he won. Like he was fighting at Combat Night Pro. I don't know. He didn't look that good. When you look at, I'll be honest. I wasn't that impressed by Oban Elliott as well in his Contender Series, but he showed he has heart. Like he was talking like he's coming from a much upper purpose. He was talking about his father all the time. So I'll give it to him just because he has heart. I'm going to pick Oban Elliott. I'm not going to bet this fight. I have a rule I told you in the last card. I'm betting on fighters that already, showed and proved themselves to be what people think they are. So that's my pick, Oban Elliott, but I'm not going to put any money here. Next fight, we got Andrea Lee and Miranda Maverick. This is another over. Because Andrea Lee is so tough, and Maverick is so tough as well, I'm gonna give it to Miranda Maverick. The reason I'm picking Maverick is just because it seems like the time and age is not doing well to Andrea Lee, KGB. She didn't look good in her last. She's on a 3-fight losing streak. Yeah, tough competition like Macy Barber, Natalia Silva, Vivian Araujo, but it just seems like it's a downhill from here. And Miranda Maverick, she's good, man. She's really good. She's tough. She has good wrestling, and I'm saying it's gonna go over. I'm not trying to pick a winner, just because I think Miranda Maverick's gonna win. But if you ask me, what's the smart bet here? It's gonna be the over. 100%. This is my pick. Next fight, we got Mingyang Zhang and Brendson Ribeiro. So Brendson Ribeiro was actually a very, very big dog against his competition on Contender, which was Bruno Lopez. and he knocked him first round. Like, it was very close. Any of them could knock the other out because both are super dangerous. And you know who he's going against? He's going against another knockout machine from China this time, the Mountain Tiger, Mingyang Zhang. And I'm not choosing a winner here. We're here to make money. We're here to make bets that cash. So you want to know what I'm picking here? Yeah, I'm picking the under 2.5. This fight is not going the distance. You are looking at two extremely aggressive fighters with power in both hands. Okay? Always wins came by first round knockout or by first round submission. Yeah, he went to a decision. He lost by submission, but even most of his losses are in the first and second round. So this is just easy under, in my opinion, just because both are so aggressive. And that's my pick for this fight. What we got next? We got Rogério de Lima and Justin Tafa. I'm picking De Lima just because he's a good fighter. In his last fight against what's his name? He fought against Derek Lewis. And Lewis, I actually put money on Lewis, and Lewis just went with a flying knee, broke his teeth, like just ended the fight so fast. And now we have Justin Tafa, who's a very heavy-handed fighter. Like in his last fight, which was a rematch against Austin Lane, he knocked him the fuck out. He just, he's vicious. Those island people are strong. And you can see here, five TKOs first round. He also got knocked out as well in the first round by Jorgen de Castro. And Marcus de Lima is a dangerous striker. Okay, we got two dangerous strikers. But I'll just say that I feel that Marcus de Lima is just a bit better everywhere compared to Tafa. He has more experience and all that. So I'm just gonna be picking the under. I'm gonna be picking the under. If I would bet this fight, it would be the under, just because both are heavy-handed. That fight can end in any moment. Whoever finds the chin, it's over. So I'll say Lima is winning, but I'm gonna say he's gonna do it under 2.5 rounds. That's my pick. And now, starting the main card, we got Roman Kopylov and Anthony Hernandez. I feel bad for picking Fluffy here, just because I made so much money on betting on Kopylov. He was very good to me. The thing is, Fluffy is a menace on the ground. Like, he fucking submitted Rodolfo Vieira, who's like, he was a world champion, like an ADC, however you say it. He was like the champion in the highest leagues of BJJ, and he submitted him. It was because he was gassed as fuck, but it's something, right? The thing about Kopylov is, if it stays standing, like, it's Kopylov all day. But Fluffy is too smart to keep it standing. Fluffy has good wrestling, and he's gonna take it to the mat. He's gonna take it to the ground, and he's gonna submit Kopylov. I feel bad because I like Kopylov, but I just don't see him winning here, unless he somehow like manages to head kick, knockout Fluffy. I don't see any way for Kopylov to win. Okay, so my pick is Fluffy. I don't know where Kopylov takedown defense is as well. Like, he's improving his takedown defense all the time. But the thing about Hernandez, he's relentless with his wrestling. He's relentless. He's gonna find him. He's gonna find like the single leg, the double leg. He's gonna take him down, and he's gonna submit him. So my pick is Anthony Hernandez. Also, something important to lay out is that Kopylov is coming short notice. He should have fought the other Dagestani guy, and Kopylov entered instead of him. So that's not good for Kopylov, obviously. Next fight, we got Geoff Neal and Ian Machado Gary. We're looking at two strikers, two very good strikers, okay? Now, who is the better striker? Ian Machado Gary is the better striker, 100%. He's the better striker, and he's gonna win. Geoff Neal is strong. He's a good striker, obviously, but just Ian Machado Gary is just better. That's it. The only concern I have with Gary is his mental state. You know, he had all the WAG bullshit thing going on with his wife, and like everyone essentially hopping on the train of talking shit to him. So I really don't know how he's gonna be mentally. I guess he's gonna be fine, because that's what he does. He's training all the time. Like, he's been there. It's been a while since like it cooled down a bit. So I'll say that mentally he's gonna be okay. My pick is Ian Gary to win, probably by a hard-fought decision or by knockout. Okay, that's my pick. Next fight, we got Henry Cejudo and Merab Dvalishvili. I'm picking Triple C, guys. I'm picking Triple C. You know, I picked Merab against Jan, but that fight favored Merab stylistically, because Peter Yan is not that good of a wrestler or has a good wrestling defense. And it was 5 rounds where Merab can utilize his third lung. But Cejudo, he's the Olympic gold medalist. We're talking about the highest level of wrestling. Okay? There's levels to this game. Merab will not be able to do to Triple C what he did to Peter Yan. It's not gonna happen. Triple C is has a good wrestling defense, so obviously he can take Merab down as well, and he can win. I'm picking Cejudo, but if you want a smarter choice, a smarter pick, I'll say the over. Both are good wrestlers. Both have good stamina. Both are really well-rounded. So I'm gonna pick the over, but you know, you're getting good odds for Mr. Cejudo. Let's see. Yeah, you get 265 for Henry Cejudo, who had a split decision with Merab's brother, Algeo Sterling. So I don't know. You get good value. You get good value for Cejudo here, and I like that value. So yeah, I'm gonna say Cejudo is winning, but the smart pick here would be the over. Next fight, we got Robert Whittaker and Paulo Costa. This is very hard for me to pick, just because like Paulo Costa, when was his last fight? His last fight was 1 year and 5 months ago. He won against Luke Rockhold, who's already he's already old and like past his prime, and he won. He lost to Vittori, lost to Adesanya, And Robert Whittaker lost by TKO to Dricus du Plessis. I lost a lot of money on that fight. Unfortunately, I can't forget it. I'm picking Robert Whittaker. I'm saying he's gonna win. He was like the dark horse, like more than the dark horse in that division. The fact that he lost to Dricus du Plessis does not change who he is. I'm feeling he's gonna come back even better. And I'm gonna pick Whittaker. How much do we get for Whittaker? He's obviously the favorite, 148 for Whittaker, 2.8 for Paulo Costa. But I wouldn't fade Costa, because Costa, it can be very dangerous. He's a good striker. He's overall a good fighter. So I'm gonna pick Whittaker. I'm probably not gonna bet this fight. I'm gonna pick Whittaker to win. That's my pick. Now for the main event, 5 rounds. We got Alexander Volkanovski against Ilia Topuria. Alexander Volkanovski just lost 3 months ago to Islam Makhachev by a vicious head kick. I was terrified when I saw that. Like, I felt so bad for Alexander Volkanovski. And before that, he seemed like, it seemed like he has no weakness. And now Ilia Topuria is coming, El Matador, para ganar. But I'm picking Volkanovski. I don't think that Ilia Topuria is the level of Makhachev in any way. He's a good boxer. He's a good Greco-Roman wrestler. But Alexander Volkanovski outstruck Yair Rodriguez. He outstruck Max Holloway. He's a very smart striker. Ilia Topuria is more of a boxer. Like, he's not really utilizing his kicking a lot, like at least high kicks and all that. And he's not gonna, like Alexander Volkanovski, just because he had those fights against Makhachev, he improved his wrestling so much. I don't see that as a threat as well. And Volkanovski is strong, he's strong physically. They're about the same size. Volkanovski has the reach advantage. So I'm picking Volk. I like Ilia Topuria, but we've seen that, like, in his fight against Jay Herbert, although he won, Herbert hurt him, right? We saw that with that head kick. It was a vicious head kick, and he went down, and like, things can happen, He's still a human. I'm picking Volkanovski. He's also the favorite in this fight. He's not that big of a favorite. It's like a coin toss. 187, 195, 191, 181. I'm picking Volk. I think he can win this, especially full camp driven Volk. And one more thing that I don't like is that Ilia is talking shit. He's very confident, but there's times that you just stay humble. I personally don't like when fighters boast too much. It just usually doesn't end well. I'm picking Volkanovski. I'm saying he's gonna win, but it's gonna be a tough fight. The over is probably live here as well. You want to do the smart pick here is gonna be the over. Okay. Now let's have a safety parlay section. I know you guys like safety, so let's do a safety parlay for this card. You want safety? I like Rinya Nakamura to win. I like the over with Andrea Lee and Miranda Maverick. Okay, so we got Rinya Nakamura here. We got the over for Lee and Maverick. And we got the under for Brendson, Ribeiro, and Mingyang, Zhang. This is my safety parlay. We got Nakamura. We got the under. We got the over with Lee and Maverick, and we got the under with Zhang and Ribeiro. That's my safety parlay. Guys, if you enjoy this content, like the video, subscribe to the channel. It helps me to spread this video in the YouTube realm. Also, if you want to get more, I'd say better analysis about my picks, why I picked them and all that, make sure you follow me on Twitter. I'm posting there mostly. I'm not really active on Instagram, so it's Twitter and YouTube. So you can follow me at BadgerBatsMMA. That's it, guys. If you have any more commentary, if you want to share your picks, if you have any recommendation how I can improve the videos, let me know in the comments section below. And that's it. I'll see you in the next one.